And you know, in Louisiana, there's 3-degree separation, so it's very likely that we either know each other or we're related, or we have a sorority sister in common.
You can tell someone's from New Jersey by the way they act. They're very impatient.
I can guarantee you that if you're taking your time, you're not hustling, you're not moving, you're not from New York.
Don't get really in much of a rush for anything.
You know, it's not the hustle and bustle.
It's like, hey, take it easy.
I would ask somebody if they like hiking in general or if they're a big fan of the outdoors.
Really connected to land.
What you run into is a lot of outdoor enthusiasts.
If they love salmon, if they cannot stop talking about fishing for salmon.
When people also understand the cold, brisk winters that are there and about 2 months of summer that actually exist, that's when I truly know someone is from back home.
I know when someone's from Oregon when it's raining outside and they are not using an umbrella.
Skateboarding is very Californian. Longboard, you're really hip.
I can tell someone's from Colorado if they have a dog.
A lot of people in Florida will wear tank tops.
Probably if they're wearing plaid.
If they had like a German or Scandinavian look.
Oklahomans tend to always be wearing their caps and their t-shirts for their favorite college sporting team.
I see them in like a University of Louisville, University of Kentucky shirt.
They will always have a Wyoming logo. If you're wearing Nevada gear, it's obvious you're from Nevada. But if you're not, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I would say Illinois is pretty neutral.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any defining characteristics for people from Indiana.
I don't think that you can actually pick somebody off the street and say that they're from Connecticut.
It's hard for me to tell that someone's from Nebraska until I see their driver's license.
There's not really a way to pull us out of a crowd. We're more just small town people.
I can tell someone's from Mississippi if they know everyone else that I know.
Because I'm generally about 1 degree of separation from anyone in the state.
You can tell someone is from Alabama because they will take time to say, please, thank you, and I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, bless your heart.
Or they're the ones who look like they really want to talk to people and they're always like looking to say hi to people.
Probably will talk to you in the elevator and say hello to you and want to talk to strangers.
They'll make eye contact with you, they'll invite you over to their house for the first time you meet them.
They say hello, how are you doing, how was your family, even if they don't know you.
People from Georgia tend to smile more.
They are overly polite.
They're probably smiling a lot, even if they hate you and are super mad at you, they'll smile about it.
I grew up in the military, so that's a really big draw, I think, for that state.
They love their families. I think that's the #1 thing that people from South Dakota have in common. Utahns pretty much stay in Utah, and so they'll pretty much present that they're from Utah if they're not in Utah.
People in Texas are really proud of being from Texas. They want to tell people about Texas. It is a subject of conversation.
Sort of like talks like this and wants to go shopping and just like loves, you know, mall things, and maybe we can go tan or something. A lot of girls love to go tan.
If the accent's a little lighter, kind of like mine.
If you understand me when I tell you that I used to pick rock when I was 14 years old. The farmers will hire help to go out into the fields, walk behind a tractor, and look for rocks. If it's bigger than your hand, you have to pick it up and throw it in the back of the wagon that the tractor is carrying.
I know somebody is from Pennsylvania when their statements kind of sound like questions. Oh, you went for a run, Madeline?
The way they say the word Hawaii. Instead of Hawaii, it's like Hawaii.
If they say Maryland, then they're definitely not from Maryland.
So I don't think you can tell somebody's from New Hampshire unless they use the phrase wicked.
I'm fitting to do that, meaning they're going to do something.
People say, oh, do you know about green chili? And they're like, oh, you are from New Mexico, and you know that that's the heart and blood of New Mexico. It runs through your veins.
So you bump into them, they go, oh. Many Ohioans say that. I don't know why, but they do.